food to the same standard as their famous roast beef sandwiches, and now I'm starving. I'm going to go to Maverick's Real Roast Beef off Lexington and Roseville, and you need to go too. Check out their menu at mavericksbeef.com. Moonstone Minneapolis is a queer-owned, community-focused gift shop in South Minneapolis centered on curiosity, connection, and self-discovery. Explore astrology, tarot, crystals, herbs, mindfulness, and spiritual practices in a welcoming environment for all backgrounds and experience levels. Located at 3304 East Lake Street in Minneapolis, Moonstone Minneapolis also hosts makers markets, classes, and community events. Learn more at moonstoneMPLS.com and discover a welcoming place to explore with curiosity and respect. Looking for something different for family fun, a night out with friends, or your next team building event? Try the escape rooms at Lilliput. Step into the Haunted Mansion, race to find a cure in the bunker, or survive Night of the Wolf, all with just 60 minutes to escape. It's private, immersive, and perfect for groups of all kinds. Book your adventure now, spots fill fast. Visit lilliput.net and see if your team has what it takes to escape.
With your AM 950 weather, I'm Patrick Lilia. Tonight, clear with a low of 73. Then Thursday, hot and sunny with smoky conditions and a high of 93. Get your exquisite French macarons treats at Nicolette's Macarons. Nicolette's is located right off Highway 169 at 36th Avenue along the New Hope Plymouth City line. Check them out at nicolettesmacarons.com or place your order there. Portions of the following program may be pre-recorded.
The views expressed and the opinions given by the individual host, guest, random reptoid, or chupacabra may not necessarily reflect those of AM 950 Radio, its affiliates, or its sponsors. Now, it's time to step into the unknown. There are things people experience but never talk about. A shadow moving in the corner, flickering of the lights, a disembodied voice. We invite you to talk with us. Share your story, share your experience, because this isn't just your story. This is our story. This is GhostBox Radio with Greg Bakun.
And this is GhostBox Radio on AM 950, where every night we talk about the paranormal, ufology, Bigfoot, and so much more. My name is Greg Bakun. Thank you very much for joining us tonight. It's been quite a day around here. If you've been listening to the station all day, you know that we've had an outage for most of the morning and afternoon, getting back on the air and whatnot. And we just want to thank everybody at the station and Excel and everyone else who worked to get everything taken care of. It sounds like that we had another outage just a little bit later tonight in the 9 o'clock hour. So if we do hit something, do a hiccup again, we apologize, but things are on the mend. Things are going well. Also, if, going outside, my goodness, talk about holy smoke alert. All those fires up in the Boundary Water area, Canada, all that coming down through our state, going over to Michigan, everything else. It's pretty crazy. And I was talking with somebody about it earlier this evening, and not that this is something we have to worry about, because we talked about this a year ago or so, talking about the super volcano. It's like, if we're getting this kind of activity of smoke and it's so strong, so far away in the Twin Cities, imagine how bad it would actually be if a super volcano erupted and that plume of smoke that would pretty much cover the country. Thankfully, we don't have to worry about that. But my goodness, that's the first thing I thought of. I'm always thinking about the positive, right? But I just like, gosh, that's just massive. It's just the first thing came to my mind, because the smell, the forest fire smell is so strong. We're so far away from it. It's pretty incredible. Meanwhile, in Eden Prairie, we have Adam joining us and taking care of business over at the station tonight. How have you been?
Well, trying to figure out how to be an electrician and also trying to figure out how to be a firefighter, apparently. Because here in EP, I stepped outside for a little while this evening, and it smells like a bonfire outside, and that's at least 4 hours away from where I am currently sitting.
Well, and that's just it. It is so smoky. It is so much so. So yeah, this is something that is just incredible. It's just incredible. And the one thing that I think about, is like, and I saw people posting about it, it's like, imagine what it's like up closer to the fire. And absolutely. So hoping everybody stays safe up there as well. Adam, this is the first Ghost Box you've done since Pride, isn't it?
Yeah, this is the first one I've been back for.
Yeah, we just took a bit of a break, and here we are.
I'm going to try and figure out how to run the board, so hopefully the power doesn't go out, because I need trained again, because I haven't run the board since Pride.
That
was like the 28th of June.
It was the 28th of June was the last time that we did that, and here's the thing, is that I come back this week, and I've done 2 shows, 3 guests, all of them brilliant. All the guests are brilliant, but me, it's like, have I ever done this before? I was so rusty coming back to it this week. So I'm hoping tonight is a little bit better, because we are continuing our run of amazing guests tonight. And I am thrilled, because we are going to we're doing one question psychic readings tonight. And I've invited back psychic medium Debbie Romero, who is out in California, and this is always so much fun, and I love doing the one question readings, and I love having Debbie on to do them, because she is very good, very spot on. So we want to do that. So first of all, let me welcome Debbie to GhostBox Radio. How are you doing today?
Hey Greg, I'm doing great, thank you. I'm so sorry you guys are having so much happen on your side of the world.
It's, it is, I mean, like kind of mentioned before the show, what the station is going through right now is just going to end up being a better end product, actually. And then obviously hoping that all the smokiness and stuff and all the fires up in the Boundary Water area gets taken care of, and that with minimal damage and loss of life, hopefully. It's so scary. All that stuff is so scary. And didn't you say that there's some LA fires again?
Yeah, we have a fire that just started this afternoon in Santa Clarita, and our friend Jesse's out there. He's on watching now, so sending him lots of love. And, California has really gone through that pretty intensely, and my heart goes to all of you out there, because it's not easy.
No.
So I'm so sorry.
No, and yeah, Jesse, I hope everything works out for you and everyone in that area. It's scary stuff. And, that's the thing about like tonight's subject, the one question readings. This is meant to be light and fun. This is not meant to be, I'm not saying not meant to be serious in the sense of your craft, but I'm saying it's not, take it and enjoy the questions and get some, maybe stuff that you're curious out of the way that you want to ask about. And that includes like money and relationships and jobs and stuff like that. But this isn't necessarily a Debbie thing, but I always say I do not want people to ask questions about politics.
Right.
I do not want people to ask about, because unless I'm wrong, Debbie, you're not a doctor, so we don't.
I'm not a doctor.
We don't. No. Nor are you a lawyer. I would guess, right?
No.
Okay.
I have the DR initials, but I'm not a doctor.
Unless you went to medical school since you last been on, and and you always get, regardless, one person, and so be it. One person, my leg, like, oh my God, I just said no medical, but call in, have some fun. You can put your question into the comments. Feel free to do that. We are on GhostBox Radio with Greg Bakun on Facebook. If you want to watch us on video, GhostBox Radio with Greg Bakun on YouTube. We're on Debbie Romero's Facebook and YouTube page as well. And also AM 950 Radio on Facebook. We're obviously streaming live. And that means you can also call in if you want to ask the question, which is often a little bit more fun, to be honest. And the number is 952-946-6205. 952-946-6205. So send us your questions. We want to know what's on your mind. So Yeah, that's all I have to say on the matter, and we'll just stay silent here until we get one. No, I'm just kidding. But we'll just sit here and just stare at each other.
I'll
and
stare at you, Greg.
yeah, it's wonderful radio. It's a good stuff. While people are putting questions in,
Yeah.
you kind of, it seems to me you've started a new kind of track of programming on your end with the Inspire, right? That's kind of new, right?
It is new. I felt very inspired to change it. Greg, you made me jump back in on a live last week. I've
Right.
been
Always
trying
challenging. Yep.
I'm grateful for that. I'm grateful to have friends like you, because I probably would not have done it. I've been doing pre-recordings and doing a lot of things in person. So I was finding ways to micromanage my time and energy. We were talking about energy and how I have, I want to make sure that I can do things that need to be done. And when it comes to the real human life experience on top of the spiritual work, because I do this for a living as well. So, the Inspire came to me because I believe we're all inspired in the craft that we all do, and working together as a collective. It's like, what inspired you and how can we continue that inspiration for others? And you said it really, really nicely, like, the world is going through so much. How can we uplift this? How can we change this? And it reminds me of a friend named Michael, and he always said, before we would start within service, he would say, just for a moment, keep your thoughts present here in this room and keep them from outside of what's happening in the world. So whatever you're feeling internally within, and you have that thought or a question, like, ask, don't be afraid, and let's uplift this and change it, and see what insights come in.
Absolutely. So we're doing one question readings tonight. When I say we, Debbie Romero is doing one question readings tonight. And you can you can call in if you want to, 952-946-6205, 952-946-6205, or you can put your question into the comments section, which is what Carrie has done. And Carrie says, hello. I'm wondering if I will marry my significant other. I also want to know if my kids will be okay with it.
Okay, when it comes to marriage, there's something there that makes me feel like immediately there's a hesitation. So it doesn't feel positive. So I would definitely look at ways to find, how can I work with my love language? How can I bring in that partner even closer? When it comes to your children, absolutely. I want to say kids, family, I feel like is, they're okay. I heard okay. Felt positive to me.
All right. So Carrie, yeah, just follow what Debbie says. I think that's good advice. I wish I had talked to you 20 some years ago when I got married. And anyway,
well, marriage is great. Commitment is good. It can be, right? Greg.
If you say so.
It has its moments, but I feel like I almost feel like Carrie was presented with marriage before, and I feel like she told the universe, like, I can't do this, I don't want to be married, kind of very similar to Greg's feelings here. And because of that, I would say, tell the universe, babe, that you're ready for love and you're ready for rewrite that script. Say, I want to have a partner, I'm ready to be supportive, because I do feel you're very independent. I feel you're in your masculine and you're running the show. So it's like, let's allow that feminine energy to balance out as well.
Absolutely. No, that's great. Once again, we are doing one question readings with Psychic Medium Debbie Romero. And so you can put your comments or your questions into the comments on anything that you're watching us on. Or you could call in 952-946-6205, 952-946-6205. That's where we're going right now. Lisa is on the line. Lisa, how are you doing tonight?
I am fantastic.
Fantastic. What's your question for Debbie?
Debbie, so I right now am facing a monetary issue with the IRS, and I'm wondering if you can tell me how that will work out for me. Will it work out positively, or should I prepare for the worst?
I got the green light, so go with what you've already been doing. There's a gentleman in spirit. Is this Lisa from Tiki Talk, or is this a different Lisa?
This is me, yes.
Yeah. Okay. Very cool. So, because I was going to say you feel familiar, and I'm glad you called in. I'm so glad you made it. The feeling that I get here, a gentleman makes me feel, and feels very fatherly. And he makes me feel like you got the green light. You already have a plan, like approved. I feel like stamps of approval are coming in. I feel like 3 months ago you were already kind of like dreading this, but you did some paperwork, and I don't know if you extended it, but it feels like extended time was given, and I just see approved. So whatever you're trying to do, maybe it's a payment plan, 6-month plan. I feel like it feels very positive. So I would say have no fear within it.
Oh, that's good news. Yeah, we did. We have been extending and just waiting for them now.
Yeah. So it says like you got the green light, like I saw the approval, and I feel like everything that you're doing, I want to say like you're at the finish line. So they show me you're running through like a ribbon, like a tape of ribbon. So like you're at the end of it, baby.
That's such a huge relief.
Yay!
I just want to just jump in real fast, Lisa, and say I hope it all works out for you. I didn't have IRS issues, but I had some debt that had been really hanging over and getting kind of dicey over the last couple of years, and I've just over the last 6 months gotten rid of that. And so I mean I can understand where you're coming from, and I hope nothing but the best for you all with that, because it's just such a it just hangs over.
Yeah, we've been working on this for 2 years, over 2 years.
Wow.
So I hope it all works out.
So many other things in my life that's holding me up.
I bet. Yeah, no. So I hope that everything works out for you, obviously, and nothing but the best for you, Lisa.
Yeah. You know, they're giving me a date, Lisa, before you go, they're giving me a date of September 13th. So I feel like around September 13th, between 13 and 15, I feel like resolution. So I'm definitely getting that date for you.
Oh, I'm so excited. Thank you so much.
You're welcome. Let me know how that goes.
Thank you, Lisa. Really appreciate it. We're doing one question readings tonight with Psychic Medium Debbie Romero, and you can take part. Do you have a question that you would like her to answer? You could put your question into the comments, or you can call us 952-946-6205. As Lisa has shown us, it's not scary. We're nice people for the most part. So we go to Denise, and Denise says, my question, are Ernie and I on the right path?
You know, I like this question because I always find that a lot of us ask this question, not just Ernie and Denise. I feel for any of us, we're always on the right that question this. We're always in the right path. It's always positive or right where we're supposed to be. The difficult part is to be able to be in the moment of now, right? And I want to say, yes, you're in the right path. There's a gentleman that comes forward, Denise, who feels very fatherly. I read with spirit. I hope you don't mind if I bring him forward, but I feel father figure stepping forward, takes me to my heart, and he just shows me so much love and so much compassion for you and comfort, and giving you understanding that when you make your choices, like go forward, like your vision. I don't know if you haven't been able to see him lately, or I know you've had connections to this gentleman, but I want to say that he is giving you comfort and giving you strength to continue. So like, me and Greg were talking, it's like, I can get tired. So when you have those moments where you are tired, he's pulling you out of that, girl. He's pulling you. So this is my mom still. This is a different one. Sorry.
Don't read ahead.
I was looking for her response.
Don't read the comments.
I know.
That's what my job is, not yours.
I know. I just got fired on my day off.
Yeah. We'll bring someone else in, Adam. We'll start doing the readings.
So, Miss Denise, yes, you're on the right path.
Once you dump Ernie. So.
And I'll see Denise tomorrow. So you're absolutely in the right path.
All right. So we got that out of the way. So here we go. We're doing one question readings with Psychic Medium Debbie Romero. What I'd like to do, we got a number of people in the comments, which is awesome.
Yes.
You can also call in 952-946-6205, 952-946-6205. What we'd like to do, take a break. When we come back, get to more questions so that Debbie can answer and make a lot of people's days. So don't go anywhere. You're listening to GhostBox Radio on AM 950.
Thank you.
Greg Bakun here. I've been talking for a while about how spooky, fun, and fascinating the Minneapolis trolley tours are, but now there's big news. The Candlelight Ghost Tours now begin at the historic Pillsbury Club, a beautifully restored haunted mansion once owned by Charles Pillsbury himself. Believe it or not, the interior is nearly 200 years older than the exterior. How is that possible? You'll have to come out and find out. Before or after your tour, stop by the on-site market featuring a curated collection of handmade goods, artisan crafts, and locally inspired treasures. Perfect for picking up a keepsake to remember your haunting adventure. You'll also find exclusive spooky merchandise from Tales of the Crypt and Elvira. Then climb aboard the climate-controlled trolley as we travel through Minneapolis's haunted hotspots, uncovering ghost stories that locals would rather keep buried. The mansion is restored to perfection, and there is no better way to spend an evening. Visit MinneapolisTrolleyTours.com for tickets and more information. Greg Bakun here. It's nice to get out of the Twin Cities and take some travel excursion to some great locations. Minnesota has so much to offer, which is why I love traveling down to Wabasha and staying at the historic Anderson House Hotel. Opened in 1856, this beautiful hotel offers comfortable accommodations, has a delicious restaurant, and even a speakeasy in the basement to unwind with a drink. Located next to the Mississippi River and on Main Street, there is a lot of sightseeing and shopping to do too. To get more information, go to the AndersonHouseHotel.com. It's that time of year where the weather is getting nice and it's time to get out of the house for some family fun. Lily Putt is open for the season, and you know what that means. Lily Putt is known for its mini golf, go-karts, glow golf, jump pads, kiddie carts, gem mining, and even a new arcade. Lily Putt also has interactive and engaging escape rooms like the Haunted Mansion, the Bunker, or Night of the Wolf. Lily Putt is perfect for parties and group events. Stop by lilyputt.net for more information and hours of operation. Greg Bakun here. Like you, I love good, fresh, delicious food. So I want to tell you about this treasure in Roseville called Maverick's Real Roast Beef. Maverick's has the best roast beef sandwiches I've ever had. Made fresh every order. Add fries or onion rings dropped in the fryer when ordered, and you have a winning combination. Maverick's Real Roast Beef has a lot more than roast beef, so check out their website, mavericksbeef.com, or check out their restaurant on Lexington in Roseville. Moonstone Minneapolis is a queer-owned community-focused gift shop in South Minneapolis centered on curiosity, connection, and self-discovery. Explore astrology, tarot, crystals, herbs, mindfulness, and spiritual practices in a welcoming environment for all backgrounds and experience levels. Located at 3304 East Lake Street in Minneapolis, Moonstone Minneapolis also hosts makers markets, classes, and community events. Learn more at moonstoneMPLS.com and discover a welcoming place to explore with curiosity and respect. And I'm going to tell you one thing. Don't let the smoke outside stop you from going out this weekend. There's a lot of great stuff that is available for you to do. One of the things would be going on the Minneapolis Trolley Tour for the Candlelight Ghost Tour that happens throughout the week, but this weekend in particular is always a lot of fun. The trolleys are air conditioned. They have windows. You're not going to get any of that air in. They do make stops, but you're not out for too terribly long, just long enough to have the spirits come out and say hi, maybe not. And it's a lot of fun, and you should go get tickets if you haven't done so this year, or if you've done so a couple times this year. There's always a reason to go on the Candlelight Ghost Tours for the Minneapolis Trolley Tour, let alone the fact that they do more than just the Candlelight Ghost Tour. So you definitely go to their website, MinneapolisTrolleyTours.com, see what they have on offer, and have some fun this weekend. It's really, really fun. It's really pretty cool. My special guest tonight is Psychic Medium Debbie Romero, and we have been doing one-question readings. Now, Debbie, people want to. Are you taking bookings right now for all sorts of things?
Yeah, always.
Always.
Yeah.
Always. Can they get that through transcendwithdebbie.com, or do you want them to go somewhere else to book?
Transcendwithdebbie.com is perfect.
So go to transcendwithdebbie.com, and if you're like me, you may not know how to spell transcend, so it's TRANSCEND with Debbie.com. It's get a reading. You can see already tonight that she is really helping people out. And so we're doing one question readings. I have a question. you may have noticed that I've been having some problems with my computer tonight. My question is, will I pick up my computer before the end of the show and slam it into a wall? That's the question I have for you, Debbie.
Greg, you're really leaning to a yes. I feel that the energy tonight with you is a yes on that.
Right.
But you have the free will to change that.
I'm feeling I'm not going to fight it. I'm not going to fight the will to take the laptop out in my apron when we're done, and just take my car and run over it a couple times, and it'll be a great. That's a great release. That's a great release right there. So, okay, let's release that negativity. Right? I don't know where that came from. Oh, it's probably because I see Ernie in the comments. Let's see here. Let's do one question readings. How about that, Debbie? Let's get back on track here. All right. So once again, folks, you can put your question into the comments. We're getting a lot of questions tonight, which thank you all very much, because it really goes to show people are always excited when Debbie is on the program. And you can also call us, and that gets to the front of the line. I'm going to be very honest. 952-946-6205, 952-946-6205. Call in. Let me see who's next here. Tracy says, hello. So many questions, but anything you pick up on.
So just anything. Okay. So I want to say spirit animal or living cat. So Tracy, I want to say you're someone who connects to animals. And you're asking anything I pick up on, I would prefer you tell me what do you, let's channel in something good. Unless you want to talk to the kitty cat, I don't mind.
Yeah, I mean, we always want to talk to a kitty cat, right? We always want to talk to
kitty cats, right? I feel she's such an animal lover. I literally see her outside, and I can see her outdoors, with the animals, hanging out by the water. And I just feel like when you say that, babe, I can just, spirit animal is fine. Thank you, Tracy. As I say that, you're very gifted. I feel that you're like a medium. I feel like you have this ability to connect to spirit. And I feel like when the spirit world comes, you're very welcoming, you're very loving. And I can see that you commune with them and you connect with them in a very beautiful way. I want to acknowledge this breath and this oneness that you have with the spirit world. And in the sense, you also have great boundaries, because I also see you okay, go away. So I want to validate that, you have that control, because if you're not wanting that mediumship, I could feel that as well. So what I want to say to you is keep going, keep working with your work. I also get the sense here, you're really working with manifestation. And whether this is within your home or with, people coming to you, I want to say that there's a gratitude, and a gratitude, not just to the people you're helping, but a gratitude from a gentleman in spirit. They make me feel like you were either their caretaker or there was someone that you took care of here. And he's making me feel like a lot of love for you, a lot of compassion for you and the way you are as an individual. So that's what I got for you. So continue your growth and how you're working with the spirit world. I definitely feel spirit when it comes to your team. They are either trancing or channeling through you, whether you're speaking or you're using your voice. You have a beautiful link in the way that I feel into your energies.
That's great. And Tracy, feel free to let us know if that is on track or anything else. Feel free to put that in the comments. Once again, we are doing one question readings with Psychic Medium Debbie Romero, and you can put your question in the comments, or you can call in 952-946-6205, 952-946-6205. That's where we're going right now. We have Jenny on the phone. Jenny, how are you doing tonight?
I'm doing well. How are you, Greg?
I'm doing very well. Thank you very much for calling in. You got a question for Debbie?
Yeah, I lost my grandma recently, and I'm just wondering if she has any message for me, or if any of my spirit guides have anything that I should know.
Oh, I'm so sorry, Jenny, for your loss. You say grandmother, but was brought forward to me was a gentleman who felt very much like a grandfather. I feel like I'm somewhere out in the woods, in the trees, like I'm out in that nature energy. And the feeling that he gives me is like there's an acknowledgement of this gentleman that's around you. Would you understand this?
Yeah, my grandpa was a farmer. He was outside a lot.
Hmm. And I just feel like he's someone that's like he's very strong, present. Um, when you immediately called in, and there's something about taking care of the home, taking care of the property, and it's almost like changing. Like, let's get you to change your course. So there's some things that you're doing that he wants to redirect you in a different path here. So I feel like you've been questioning your journey. Is this true?
Yes, definitely.
So there's a shift that's coming in for you, and this shift that's coming in will be within the next 3 months. With your grandmother, there's this woman that comes in that makes me feel like either I would have had some form of illness of cancer or something here with my stomach, and I just feel very nauseous with her energies. Would you understand this with your grandmother?
Yeah, one of my grandmothers passed from cancer.
And I feel her energy here, and her hair is all done real nice, and she has this beautiful smile as she comes in. There's something about the name Rose. I wanted to say the name Rose or something significant in that way is connected. And I just feel like when I'm being taken to her home, there's almost like a number 3 on the home, and there's something about number 3. Would you understand why she's sharing this with me?
Not sure about the 3, but
Okay.
But Rose is a connection.
Okay, thank you. When I go to this house, it's a yellow house, so she's taking me to her home as well. And the sense that I get, it's almost like the feeling that I get here, it's almost like I want to get you a new place to live. I want to give you a place of like stability. Like I want to get you that property. I want you to get that place to lay your head. Would you understand this feeling that she's giving me here?
Yes,
And so this is the redirection. This is the energy that she's bringing forward. And she's also saying, I'm sorry that you didn't get to say goodbye. So someone did not get to say goodbye, and they're holding on to this. I feel like my legs are having some issues here where there was buildup of fluid of something happening around where I wasn't mobile and I couldn't move or do certain things. And she's saying, I'm very sorry that you had to, there's a gentleman here that had to see her that way. It wasn't easy for him. So I'm assuming this had to be either your father, because I feel a gentleman is watching her while she was going through these stages. Would you understand this?
Mm-hmm.
And she's saying there's something about jewelry. There's something about you wanting a piece of jewelry and you haven't gotten it yet. And she's like, just have patience, have time here, give it time, and everything will work out. So she wants you to have that patience as you're going through your grief as well, okay? And she's saying you're doing a beautiful job. I almost feel like you're going to be studying, or you're going to be learning some, you know how sometimes when you get your eyebrows done, or you want to do some like threading, or you want to do something with the facial, like I feel like you're taking care of yourself. So she's saying you're doing a beautiful job here.
Okay, good. Yeah, I've been trying to focus on being kind to myself through the grieving process. So.
Yeah. And I feel like you can see too. So I feel like you're really into the energies of spirit. And so I want to validate you've asked her to show herself to you. So I want to validate that you've asked for that connection as well. So I do feel you're going to be working with some equipment. I do feel that you're waiting to catch the energies of her spirit. So I would say maybe try some photography and take pictures to see, because I feel like she's ready to be, I want to say, by the sun and with a beautiful smile. So try to capture the energy of spirit with your camera is what I'm hearing, because she says you got a lot of selfies. So I would say start looking for her energy and taking some pictures with that is what I'm hearing.
Okay, so taking pictures in the sun?
Yeah, like to see if you can... Yeah, see if you can capture her energy, because I feel like she's going to show herself to you. You know, I'm taken to your home, and I feel like towards the right's the kitchen, towards the living room is the left, and I feel like there's a hallway, and I feel a lot of her energy is right in that middle of that hallway, because I feel like there's a restroom towards the hallway on the right side, and that's where her energy is going to be really strong. So that's where I'm being guided to share that energy with you.
Okay, I will be aware of that. Thank you. I thought that I've like smelt her perfume, but I've not felt more than that. So
yeah. Well, and I am very sorry for your loss. But it's, I think what's good about this is, if there is something good about this, is that she's still with you very much. Not only her, but so many other family members are with you as well. So
Yeah. Thank you so much. I appreciate the connection. And I brought her a rose one of the last times I saw her, and so that made sense. And her address did have a 3 in it at her old home. So.
All right. That sounds good. We need to kind of keep moving along here, but Jenny, thank you so much for the call. Really appreciate it. Okay.
Take care, love, baby.
Take care. Just a couple things before we get to the next one here. I'm trying to think of time, and we want to try to get to as many people as possible. So let's see here. One of the things that Tracy responded back, she says, what you said was very much on track. So that's really good. Also, Denise, when you talked about the spirits and stuff around, she had said, we are surrounded by so many spirits. I'm not sure exactly who it could be. Now, one thing that I've always been told, Debbie, and I'd love to hear your thoughts on it, is when you always wonder about who's trying to talk to you spirit-wise, you simply just ask, who is this? And you're more than likely going to get an answer.
I gave her the name Henry. I messaged her because the name Henry was given to me at the time, and I was closing it up. But I gave her a name of Henry. She said he was a worker, someone that was on the land. So she was very familiar with who he was. So, but I love what you're saying. If we ask, so that's also the hard part. When we're in the flow, we forget to ask. So thank you for that reminder, Greg.
Absolutely. We have somebody on deck on the phone. We have a number of people in the comments. So what I'd like to do is I'd like to get the next commercial break in so we can get to our last segment and try to get through as many as possible. So thank you all so much for all of your questions. We'll try our very best to get to everybody. Randy is up next on the phone. We'll get to him after the break. Don't go anywhere. You're listening to GhostBox Radio on AM 950.
Thank you.
Greg Bakun here. I've been talking for a while about how spooky, fun, and fascinating the Minneapolis trolley tours are, but now there's big news. The Candlelight Ghost Tours now begin at the historic Pillsbury Club, a beautifully restored haunted mansion once owned by Charles Pillsbury himself. Believe it or not, the interior is nearly 200 years older than the exterior. How is that possible? You'll have to come out and find out. Before or after your tour, stop by the on-site market featuring a curated collection of handmade goods, artisan crafts, and locally inspired treasures. Perfect for picking up a keepsake to remember your haunting adventure. You'll also find exclusive spooky merchandise from Tales of the Crypt and Elvira. Then, climb aboard the climate-controlled trolley as we travel through Minneapolis's haunted hotspots, uncovering ghost stories that locals would rather keep buried. The mansion is restored to perfection, and there is no better way to spend an evening. Visit MinneapolisTrolleyTours.com for tickets and more information. Greg Bakun here. It's nice to get out of the Twin Cities and take some travel excursion to some great locations. Minnesota has so much to offer, which is why I love traveling down to Wabasha and staying at the historic Anderson House Hotel. Opened in 1856, this beautiful hotel offers comfortable accommodations, has a delicious restaurant, and even a speakeasy in the basement to unwind with a drink. Located next to the Mississippi River and on Main Street, there is a lot of sightseeing and shopping to do too. To get more information, go to theandersonhousehotel.com. Greg Bakun here. I've told you about the out-of-the-world roast beef sandwiches at Maverick's Real Roast Beef, but I haven't told you about their Philly steak sandwiches, turkey bacon avocado sandwich, BLT, crispy chicken, fish sandwiches, brisket, or pulled pork. Okay, you get the idea. They make a lot of delicious food to the same standard as their famous roast beef sandwiches, and now I'm starving. I'm going to go to Maverick's Real Roast Beef off Lexington and Roseville, and you need to go too. Check out their menu at mavericksbeef.com. Moonstone Minneapolis is a queer-owned, community-focused gift shop in South Minneapolis centered on curiosity, connection, and self-discovery. Explore astrology, tarot, crystals, herbs, mindfulness, and spiritual practices in a welcoming environment for all backgrounds and experience levels. Located at 3304 East Lake Street in Minneapolis, Moonstone Minneapolis also hosts makers markets, classes, and community events. Learn more at moonstoneMPLS.com and discover a welcoming place to explore with curiosity and respect. Looking for something different for family fun, a night out with friends, or your next team building event? Try the escape rooms at Lilliput. Step into the haunted mansion, race to find a cure in the bunker, or survive Night of the Wolf, all with just 60 minutes to escape. It's private, immersive, and perfect for groups of all kinds. Book your adventure now, spots fill fast. Visit lilyputt.net and see if your team has what it takes to escape. And join me tomorrow on GhostBox Radio with Greg Bakun. We are going to replay an episode from January of 2024 with a gentleman by the name of Mr. Zero. And he is all about pop culture. He actually has a store in Roseville, which is actually right next door to Mavericks. And in our conversation, he talked a lot about the Monkees, which I'm a big fan of. So he actually met all of them. So we talked about that. That was a lot of fun. So that conversation is tomorrow. Friday is going to be a brand new live casual Friday. So come on out, listen, help us ease into the weekend. It's going to be a lot of fun. Tonight, we're doing one question readings with Psychic Medium Debbie Romero. And once again, folks, please go and schedule some appointments with her. transcendwithdebbie.com. You're gonna love it. You can just see from what we've experienced tonight, she gets a lot of messages and she really cares about the people who she's talking to. So please do a solid back and schedule some time with her. We got to get to some folks here. I'm getting harassed in private messages actually right now because people, well, one in particular who's, a thorn in my side. He's just like, hey, what are you going to do my question? And the answer is never, actually. So that's a good thing. But yeah, we'll do our best, but it might be tough. That only means we're going to need to have you on again. Is what? Yeah,
it's totally cool. I'm excited.
Sometimes we go longer, like we'll just do an internet version of the show, but we didn't really plan for it, so we're not going to do that tonight. Unfortunately, I didn't even think about it, but we have. I hope we still have on the phone right now, Randy. If Randy, you're still there, you've been very patient with us. Randy, are you still with us?
I'm here. Yes.
Randy, well, first of all, thank you for waiting. We wanted to make sure there was plenty of time to get your question. And do you have a question for Debbie?
Yes. I've had paranormal experiences throughout my life and never really put much more into it, but there's one that is extremely significant, and I'm just wondering if she can pick up on it and tell me what it was.
Wait, can I just ask real fast what it was in terms of what it meant, or to kind of be able to explain what you to kind of get right what you experienced? I'm a little confused what you're asking her to do.
I had a friend who passed away.
Mm-hmm.
How's that?
Yeah.
Okay.
I agree. There was a gentleman that was present immediately, but there was also a father. So you have a father in spirit too, Randy. Is that correct?
Yeah, my father has passed.
Yeah, so your dad was the first person. There's a military connection that comes in and they salute you because when that experience took place, you went in prayer. It's almost like in disbelief. I felt you go down to your knees and say, "Oh my God, what happened?" So I can see, and I'm getting chills as I say that with you. The name Samuel also comes in. The name Eddie comes in. The name Green comes in as well. And I feel if you've seen how I went from 3 to a color, that means this person had trouble speaking and getting across their words as well. So what I'm hearing from your father immediately, Randy, is I love you. And I know I didn't express that. There's something here about dog tags. There's something here about his pictures, his medal, and there's like a salute of an older picture on the wall right before you go into another room. It's a really older wood is the feeling that I get here. This is a home that they're taking me to. And he's saying, son, you didn't do anything wrong. When it comes down to this young man, my heart from your friend here, he makes me feel like my lungs, there was almost something of illness around the lungs is the sense they give me here. It's very interesting because I wanted to say breathing in or inhaling something I wasn't supposed to. So there was something here where I was impacted. And what I'm hearing also is that you need to know that the passing was very quickly. and there was no suffering. And it's like, it's time now, son. It's time now for you to step out of that energy, move forward. There is a woman around you. I don't know if this is your significant other or a daughter, but I feel like there's support, and they want you to take the help that's there around you. You're not alone, and they're giving you glimpses of orbs, and they're saying you have a picture of orbs that have been flying out of the corner of the room, and they want to validate that is their spirits with you. Would you understand this, Randy?
All very relevant, yes. And to save the listeners' time, do you want me to tell you exactly?
Okay.
Are you picking up on it yet? It was a breathtaking event.
Yeah, I saw that, and I saw the darkness of the energies. So I saw the heaviness that you were surrounded in. So I could feel why it was kind of left you rattled, but you did an amazing job in prayer for it.
Yes, well, what it was I had a friend who got cancer, and he was dying, and like I say, at the same time I saw his, I've seen it referred to as a wraith, but he was outside of his body, but he looked real.
Mm-hmm.
And I looked at him. I was visiting him at his house. He was sickly, bad. I looked at him. I called his name, and he didn't answer. Well, he turned and walked away further into his kitchen. So I walked over to talk to him so he could hear me. I thought he didn't hear me. Well, I got to his kitchen door, and he wasn't there. Well, then I heard a thump behind me, and he came out of his bathroom. So I saw his spirit out of his body, and he did eventually pass.
But you also blessed him.
Like that?
Yeah, and you blessed him. And he says, thank you, friend, for blessing me. And there's that private moment that you had where you were able to give him peace and prayer over him. So he's giving you gratitude. Your heart starts to race a little bit as he gets close to you. So he's very, very much with you. So thank you, Randy, for sharing your story and allowing us just to have a glimpse into that love that you shared. Thank you.
I also just want to say, Randy, that I don't think there's anything more beautiful than be able to experience a friend or a loved one or a family member in spirit form, and having them, because they're showing you themselves. You know, it's actually a very intimate thing, and I just think it's beautiful. I know it's very tough, and just thank you so very much for sharing that with us.
Yeah.
Thank you. I've never heard anything like this or read anything, but that's truth.
I believe it. And it sounds very much, it sounds like it's still a little raw for you, isn't it?
The experiences,
yeah.
That's life. I mean,
yeah.
But to have experienced something like that, like I said, I've never read or heard anything like that. So I just thought I'd ask if your channel there could say any more.
Yeah, birds are very significant for you too. So they'll be giving you signs of birds.
But it's like another day. I've seen other things, but I can't do the whole show. So I'll make room for the rest. Thank you.
Thank you,
Randy, thank you so very much for calling in and sharing your experience. And I'm glad that Debbie was able to help as well. And it's just it. I mean, it's, Debbie, you work with this all the time. Those experiences that people they don't understand, it causes them to pause for thought, but it is truly beautiful when you get, especially family members and loved ones of spirit coming through and
it's chatting. A very sacred moment when you get to witness a soul ascend in that way, and it's emotional, and it's something you'll hold for the rest of your life. It's a privilege. So
and a turning point sometimes, right?
Yeah, definitely.
So we are doing one question readings. We're not going to get to everybody tonight, but you are more than welcome to set up time with Debbie and do a full reading, transcendwithdebbie.com. Please consider doing so. There's a lot that she can help you with. You can, I was going to say, you can put your questions in the comments. We're probably not going to get to it, but we're going to get to as many as we can now. And let me just get back to where I was. Nicole asked the question, hi, I have a work opportunity coming up with my current job, potentially in January 2027. Will I be able to figure out how to make it work by this time?
Oh, I could feel that immediately. What I was feeling was someone is not in favor of her going into this other position, and that can cause a little bit of like, oh my God, what are we going to do? Fear factor, right? So I want to say, let's all get on the same page. I want to say, talk to the family, sit down, and say, this is what I'm going to do. And it's kind of like set it in motion so we can open those doors, right? I feel like you're very verbal. You have great communication. And I feel like it's time to say yes. So I feel like when the offer comes, say yes, babe. You'll be ready. It's just everybody needs to be on the same page.
All right.
That's what I got.
Good luck with that, Nicole. It's always tough. Let me see here. We have roughly about 6 minutes left. We go over to Faith. Faith says, hello, will I ever find that one true love and enter a loving relationship?
Yes, right away. Immediately. I heard yes. I feel like trust the process. You know, sometimes when we're gifted, we right away, we read somebody. Not all the time the aspects and layers are being shown to you. So give the person, when you meet them, whether it's at a coffee shop or online, give them an opportunity to showcase who they are. Don't give up so quickly is what I'm hearing. Give it more time to get to know each other.
All right. Let's see here. Just kind of moving along here. Dorothy asked the question, is my mom still mad about her funeral?
No, right away I heard no before you finish the sentence. If I go to mom, I love my flowers and I feel like I look like you because immediately she showed me her hair like yours in a very beautiful way. And there's this gentle touch as a mother and a daughter would have where it's almost like I'm sorry. So there was a lot of empathy and there was a lot of apologies and just this kind of like, I couldn't express my love, but I knew that I was giving that to you in those final days. So the state of that fragile, please let that go. And she's saying, you're doing such a beautiful job. Keep going. I almost feel like you're going to be going on a trip and she's going to be in that car with you. So put your seatbelt on and put the music going because let the good times roll is what I'm hearing.
Absolutely. Just moving right along. We have about 3 minutes left. Jason asked the question. Well, that's good evening to you. Okay. How about this? Can I please get a reading tonight? Jason asked that.
Yeah. What type of reading, Jason? Like
he just is like, what's in store in my life?
I feel like, okay, I live by the ocean. I feel like there's someone around you that loves to surf. I feel like I want to be in the water. If you have kids or you're around kids, I feel like take them boogie boarding. Like I feel like get them in somewhere where it's fun, whether it's Hawaii or a trip. I feel like you're someone who works quite a bit. I feel like you're someone who just doesn't stop. And I feel like a downtime is important. It's like I want to be on the beach with a little nice fancy drink in my hand and just watching because I feel like you love to observe, you love to watch, and I feel like if I had a cigar I would sit back and kick back with the cigar. So I feel like this gentleman who makes me feel very fatherly is saying, son, I'm proud of you, come on now, like take a break and be proud of all your accomplishments from your certificates and what you've accomplished in life.
There you go, Jason. I hope that resonates with you. Let's see if I can find one more real quick. Let's see here. Kelly here. My spirit has always been drawn to the UK. I hear you. Will I make it there?
Yes. I felt yes. I want to say in 6 months, you're going to finally get your passport or you're going to get things ready. So I want to say yes, do it. I feel like I don't know if you're going for love or you have a friend out there, but I see a gentleman out there. And I feel like I see laughter. I see smiles. I see goodness. So yeah.
So, and I hope you get out there. If you
I see. Go ahead.
Go ahead. No, go ahead.
I see paranormal too, so I see her. She's going to be ghost hunting out there.
Very nice. Well, and I've been out there a number of times, and it's a blast. It's wonderful. It's a wonderful, beautiful place. As we wrap up here, I mean, it just, regardless of what I'm about to say, you should all still check out Debbie's show. Who's your guest tomorrow? Because
Denise and Ernie Pack. That's
right?
What's up.
Yeah.
Yeah.
That might end your show, but you never know. But it's gonna be good. It's gonna be fun, and they're gonna talk. I'm assuming they're gonna be talking about like Fort Duffield and the Bigfoot stuff, basically all the stuff that you and I talked about the week before, but not as good is probably how that's going to go. So
I think it's going to be really cool. You could join us if you want, Greg.
No, I really have no interest.
You can just pull up a chair.
It's tomorrow night, right?
Yeah.
So I'm already planning on going to a place called the Hen and Hog in Albertville, Minnesota. They have a steak special Thursday night, and it's really good. And I'm sorry, that's much more interesting to me than listening to Ernie Pack. I'm just gonna be super
so spoiled. You have their love all the time, so share the kindness.
Yeah, no, it's good. Denise is pretty good, but
Ernie,
Ernie.
you gotta come with your A game tomorrow, Ernie. We gotta put this guy out. We gotta shut it down.
Trust me, just seeing a picture of him shuts me down. So we're all good on that. With the and he had a question. He had a question tonight, and okay. I ignored it. But I also thought that he can ask you tomorrow. He can. That's the thing, right?
Definitely.
I mean, that's the whole point, right? Is
definitely
leave it for people who really legitimately need to ask important questions. Denise says, I'll be on there. I'll cancel Ernie out. I mean, someone needs to. And you'll need to sage, Debbie. Just make sure you sage afterwards, and with just gasoline, whatever it takes, right? Once again, Debbie Romero, Psychic Medium. Go over to transcendwithdebbie.com and set up, get some schedules with her and do some readings. Folks, we're out of time. Debbie, this is great. Thank you so very much. Really appreciate this.
Yeah, it's an honor to be a guest with you, Greg, always.
We'll do it
and
again.
Adam. And all of you. Yeah.
Let's do it in August. And we got to go. We'll be back tomorrow with Mr. Zero. Everyone have a good night.
Good night.
Join me, Tom Hartman. We're smart.